Hello guys, I want to show you how you can modify a plot frame in Eplan. So basically first we need to know if the plot frame is in your project. So once you get the project, let's say that's my project, I want to modify that plot frame, let's say. Right now I'm looking at that page. So first thing is to know which plot frame this is. If I go in the properties of the page, first property available here should be your plot frame name. So that's the plot frame. If ever this is empty, it's because it's taking the default plot frame of the project, which you can access in File, Settings, then in the Project Management page. Here, Standard Plot Frame, that's the one that it will take by default, is none is specified earlier. After that, to modify it, you need to go in Master Data, then Plot Frame, and open the plot frame. Now this, when it opens the plot frame, you can see it goes in my local disk and it looks for the plot frame I have in my system master data. If the plot frame for some reason is not in my system master data, let's say it's a colleague or a friend that did it, and you want to have it retrieve that plot frame and be able to modify it, then you will need to go grab it from the project master data. To do this, in Master tab, Synchronize Project, this will open both database. Here on the left side is the project master data, and on the right side is the system master data. So this is what's in your computer. This is what is in the project only. So from there, you can go by plot frame and see here are all the plot frame that are in that project. It's going to tell you if you have it also in your system. If it's identical here, that means it's both in the project and in your system, and they are identical. If it's older like this, well, that means the one in the project is actually older from the one that I have in my computer. So if you don't have it, if it says only in project, which I don't have here as an example, but you just grab the one you want and click on that arrow to bring it on the other side in your system. Once that's done, from plot frame here, open, you'll be able to access that plot frame. So from there, you can just go and open, let's say this one, open. It will open the plot frame and be here within your pages from that project. From there, you can modify whatever you want. You can add some copy, paste, or add properties. You have either project properties or pages property. If you want new ones, in the Insert tab, right there next to the text, there's the arrow and you can get your project and page properties. If you want to add some lines or picture, also in the Insert tab, you got all the graphics here. You got the image file, the QR code, whatever you want to add there. For what is your row numbers and column, these are accessible in the properties of the plot frame. If you want to see or visualize what are your rows, here in the View tab under Path, if you activate this, you will see all the rows for the numbering of your component later on. To change these dimension in the properties of that plot frame here, you will have all the properties. So row height, all the different rows, you can specify their height. Here's where you're gonna be able to do an offset for your grid. The 0, 0 is right here. As you can see, this little red circle, that's the 0, 0. If you wanted to start a bit higher, you would be able to put a grid offset there. Number of column, number of rows, it's all set up in here. Your dimension for your plot frame will be there. Other than this, the reporting direction, if you go more of a IEC style, will be vertical. NFPA, we use horizontal. So you can look through these different properties. If the one you want is not within that list, you can add it with the little plus here and add the property you want to add. Once you're done, simply close this plot frame. And if there was changes, it's gonna and the plot frame was in your project, it's gonna tell you, do you want to update your project with the new system master data, you say yes, and you gotta have the updated version in there. If it was not there because you renamed it, for example, or you did a copy of it, you can, here in the property of the page, go select the new plot frame you modified to display it on your drawing. So that's a quick overview of how you can modify your plot frame. If you have any question or comment, leave it down below, and we'll see it from there. See ya.